20 questions with
Galyn Gorg.
Galen. Welcome to 20 questions. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
That's great. Right, 20 questions, Galen, starting from now. Have you ever been up in a hot air balloon?
No, I have never been up in a hot air balloon. No, I have not. I need to, I guess.
Yeah. What is your favorite color?
Ooh, I like the color purple, and I've always liked the color purple. Whenever I put on purple, people always say, "Ooh, you look really good." My brother always says purple's my color. I love the color purple, and then that goes into lavenders and periwinkles. But I love all the colors, but I really love the color purple.
And what is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So many things. Well, I think that would be, well, I used to love when my grandmother would cook like soul food, and she'd make these delicious buttery rolls and macaroni and cheese and greens and that. But then when I was in Rome working on Italian television, oh my gosh, I used to love at Piazza del Popolo, this restaurant we used to go to called La Bolognese, and they had this, oh my gosh, the pasta was so good. And then my mom, oh my gosh, my mom's such a good cook, and so many food. I can go on and on with food, Frank. I love food.
The beach or the woods?
The beach. Oh my gosh, the beach,
Yeah.
the woods, the beach. I'm a Hawaii island girl. I love the beach.
Oh yeah, yeah. Are you afraid of spiders?
Ooh, I would say that I'm not, but if I'm where I'm sitting right now, if there was a spider near me, I go, ah!
Yeah. Well, yeah, it depends how big it is, I suppose.
Yeah, I say I'm not, but if there was a black widow or a brown recluse, I'd probably get pretty nervous, yeah.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame you, to be honest, yeah.
Yeah, those, you know.
What is your favourite animal?
Oh, animal. Oh my gosh, how I love so many animals. Of course I love a horse, but then I love a puppy dog. There's a dog outside where I am right now. His name is Dude. His name is Dude. And I go, hey, Dude. He's such a sweetheart. I love dogs. I love cats. My mom and them, they have a lot of chickens. I love chickens. My favorite animal? Gosh, I mean, I like horses. I do like horses. So I
Yeah.
guess I have quite a few favorite. That's probably a hard question for a lot of people, huh?
It can be, but a lot of people do actually go, funny enough, go for cats. That's quite a common one,
Cats.
yeah.
I like cats too.
Yeah, it's quite a common answer, that one, cats.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I love dogs myself. I mean, nothing against cats, but my preferred animal would be a dog if I could have one,
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do love dogs.
Yeah, I like dogs
But I
too.
love horses too, but you obviously need a lot more space for a horse.
Yeah, you do. And dogs are so friendly. Dogs are so, hey, come here, boy, come here. Oh, and they're so happy, and they just, oh, they love when you love them, they're so appreciative, and they're just, oh, they're so sweet. I know, I love dogs too.
Yeah. What was your best subject at school?
Oh, definitely English. English, I was always good with English. Math, I had a challenge. Geometry, I really had a challenge. And even though I had a really hard time with geometry. In 11th grade, I was in geometry, and I never told this story publicly, but I would go in 11th grade. Oh no, this was 11th grade. I went for one semester every lunch with the teacher to practice to learn how to do geometry, to do the proofs. And I practiced, and when they put the final in front of me and I went to take the final, I still couldn't do it. Geometry was really difficult for me doing the proofs. But before that, that was in public school. But at one point, I was in what was called a free school, an alternative school. And it was one of those type of schools where you sit on the couch and you call the teachers by the first name, and real artistic, that kind of school. And when I had that kind of attention in algebra, I excelled in math more than I ever had when I was at that school. And in algebra, I did really well. And I think it was because of the structure that they had, and Somehow I got it finally when I was there, but otherwise math was difficult, but English I always excelled in. Yeah, a writer, and writing and presentations, English I was really good.
Oh, that's great.
Hmm.
If aliens landed outside your house, what would be the first thing you would say to them?
That's a good question.
Yes.
It probably first depends what they look like. Did they look like good aliens or bad aliens? Depends how creepy they looked or how sweet they look. If they look creepy, I'd say, what the heck are you doing here? And if they were sweet and looked benevolent and kind, I'd be like, oh, I'd probably ask, like, do they have any magical powers? Or, what kind of magical thing could they do? I'd probably ask, can you do anything magical? Or could you help us out on the planet? We need a little assistance around here right now.
Well, if they couldn't help us, no one could, I think.
I know. But if they were bad aliens, I'd be like, you better get you. What the heck are you doing here? I'd probably say.
Yeah, get off my property. Yeah.
Get away from here with your funny-looking selves.
Have you ever swam with dolphins?
No, I have not, and especially spending so much time in Hawaii and growing up in Hawaii and I just got back. I was on Maui 2 weeks ago, but I know I haven't had that chance. Some of my sisters have, and people, but if the opportunity ever presents itself, that would be so. I love dolphins. That would be wonderful.
Oh,
Hopefully
absolutely,
soon.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favourite childhood toy?
What? The first thing that came to my mind was I had a doll one time called Baby Come Back. I had a Baby Come Back doll.
Well, you keep losing it.
I'm trying to remember. The doll would walk away and then come back or something. Baby Come Back. And then what? Oh, I loved, this wasn't a toy. This was a book. I used to love a book when I was a kid called James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that book, and I love the book. There was a book called Free to Be You and Me. I don't know if it was well known. It was a book that turned into they did an album, and Marlo Thomas, Phil Donahue, his wife Marlo Thomas, she did an album of the book with Michael Jackson and all these celebrities, and so there were all these songs that they would sing, and it was a book with all these stories, and it was a book and songs and stuff, and I don't know if that was a toy, but oh my gosh, that really made an impression on me when I was like a kid. I love that. Free to Be You and Me. I love that.
Yeah. Who would you like to be stuck in an elevator with?
It depends for what reason. Okay.
Well,
Now,
it could be anyone famous, alive or dead, or someone close to you, or anyone really. Yeah.
okay, wow. Anybody? There's a lot of different people I could think of. Like, if it was for like, wow, my dad really liked Yogananda, and that would be great to be in a like with a spiritual type of person and their perspective. Then it would be great to be stuck in an elevator with somebody like I'm trying to think of like a Native American elder, or Diani Yawahu, the Lakota woman, one of those ladies, or someone like that, or like a business person. Wow, it would be great to be stuck in the elevator with like Warren Buffett, or they call him the wisest investor. That would be interesting. And I'd love, Helen Mirren as an actress. Oh, I'd love to be in an elevator with her because she's such a great actress. She also seems like such a fun, easy, cool person to talk to.
Yes, yeah.
And gosh, who else? Oh gosh, I know you said one person, but
You're going through your bucket list.
I know, and I know when this is done, I'm going to think, oh, I should have said that person and that person, But so many cool, great people, Those are the ones that just come off the top of my head, though.
What is your preferred alcoholic beverage?
My preferred alcoholic beverage? Well, I'm not too much of a drinker, but when I have, let's see. I I do like a little beer if I have a little Mexican food. I don't do that very often, but sometimes if I'm with somebody and they say, "Oh, you want to have some beer?" I like a Negro Modelo, a little Negro Modelo with a little Mexican food. Or if I'm having some Italian food, I like a little red wine, just like a Cabernet or a Merlot or something, like a little red wine with some Italian food is nice. So that, because I'm not really like a drinker, so I don't know drinks very well. I have tasted some different drinks, but I don't know them. It seems like I had a margarita one time, but I've had some. You can tell I'm not an alcohol person, so I don't know my alcohols. But when I have tasted, what was that? I had a liqueur recently. Ooh, that was yummy, and it felt so warm, and ooh, that was delicious and sweet, and so I like different types of alcohols, but some nice wine. I like how it relaxes my nervous system and just takes the edge off, and just have it with the food, helps with digestion. It's nice.
Yeah. Name one country you'd like to visit that you haven't already.
Oh, that I haven't already.
Yeah.
I've always had a fondness. It's so strange. I've always had a fondness to go to Russia.
Oh.
To go to Russia. To go.
It's cold there, Galyn.
I know, and I don't like the cold. But I've always had this fondness to go to Russia. I think it's something about the culture that I like. Something about the culture that I like. Oh gosh, it would be so. Oh, there's so many beautiful trade. I've never been to Africa. There's certain countries in Africa that I have a friend from Senegal that I was thinking it would be wonderful to go there. And I have a friend recently from Russia in a country. It's called Chelyabinsk, and he says the forest over there is just so gorgeous. And what about going to Germany to the forest there, the Black Forest they call it? Oh, that would be beautiful.
Oh yeah,
to see
it sounds
that.
great there. Yeah.
I'd probably choose a country based on the nature and the culture and the people, but those are some of the top. And of course, Tahiti and Fiji to go to the beach. How could I not?
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 'cause you're a beach gal. Yeah.
Right, or
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Best piece of advice that I was given about 2 days ago was to remind myself that I'm awesome.
Well, yeah.
Because I was having a challenging moment, and remind myself that I'm awesome. You know how I know anyone that hears this being a human being sometimes, it can be challenging, and there's so much negativity in the world, and you can start having some self-doubt, and you don't even realize you're having self-doubt. You just start having, you don't. And so someone said that to me the other day. They said, tell yourself that you're awesome. Tell yourself that you're awesome. And I heard some report recently. It was on the news. Something with some young girl was going into a surgery, and they said she was like 9, and she said she would never walk. They said she would never walk again, and she said, no, I will walk again. And they said, well, and they were going to do this surgery, and they were sick because she'd gotten some serious disease, and they had said, the doctors, you'll never walk again. You'll never walk. And she said, no, I will again. And they were like, well, why do you think you'll walk again? She goes, because I'm awesome. She said, because I'm awesome. And when I heard that, it reminded me, because I heard that like 2 days ago. So I thought, well, that's really good to tell yourself you're awesome. I'm awesome, because we all have Frank, how we all have genius, no matter who we are. We all have genius and something beautiful to share with the world. We all have something wonderful. So to acknowledge that. So that I thought was really good advice somebody gave me. And it was just recent, like 2 days ago. I'm awesome. So that's what popped into my mind right now.
Well, you are awesome, yeah. So
thank you, Frank. You are too. So are you, Frank.
Thank you. We're all awesome. That's right. We're all awesome in our own way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Galyn, if you could time travel to any place in the past, where would it be and why?
Ooh, these are good questions, Frank.
That's a good one, yeah.
If I could time travel. Ooh, I'd probably travel like ooh, I'd travel like probably like to a completely different time. Like you know how they talk about Atlantis or like Lemuria or like those other like kind of like worldly kind of societies they say that existed. I'd probably travel to kind of one of those to just kind of glimpse in and like see something, kind of see what that was like. Probably something like that, probably something really different. I'd want to look at,
Yeah,
or be or walk around in, probably something like that.
that sounds cool. Um, how do you like to spend your time when you're not working?
I like to, well, if I'm on Maui, if I'm in Hawaii, where I am a lot of the time, I am always trying to get to the beach, because I'm usually busy, so I have to really make time to do that. I love to be in the water and swim and be at the beach and just relax, and that's just one I love doing that. And if I'm in LA, I'm in LA right now. I always like to go into classes, because I'm a dancer too. So I go into dance classes whenever I possibly can. I go into improv classes. I love to do comedy, work on different characters I like to work on. Or those are the main things I like. I like to do reading. I've started doing reading again, reading, and so that's. And then kind of, yeah, I like going to as many dance classes and artistic things as possible. And going to hang out with my sisters or brothers or my friends, with going to the movies. Frank, it's always fun too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know.
Um, what was the last song you listened to?
You know. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the last. Okay. Oh, this is this is gonna make me look so tacky though, Frank, because this is gonna make me look so tacky. Because if it's the last song I was listening to, oh my gosh, I was in the car and I flipped over to pop radio for a second, and I was listening to a tacky song. Oh my gosh, I was listening to a tacky song by Cardi B. You know who Cardi B is?
No, I don't.
She used to be a stripper, now she's a pop star.
Oh right.
That was the last song she was, yeah, it's some song. It was. That's just because I flipped over to pop radio. But what I really like, I like reggae. I do like reggae. I like dancehall. Those are some of the music I really like. Some of that kind of music. And I think maybe the last song I really listened to all the way through was Joss Stone, a song by Joss Stone. That might have been one of the last songs I listened to all the way through was Joss. I like Joss Stone is really good.
Yeah.
I was listening to my grandpa and grandma. They always liked jazz, so sometimes I flip over to a jazz station just to kind of listen to that because it was always playing in their houses. So I sometimes listen to that because it puts you in such a nice kind of feeling, that kind of smooth, kind of cool kind of jazz. So I like that too.
Oh yeah, that's great. I like some jazz as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one, Frank.
Yeah.
If I had a superpower, it would, Frank, I'd have to, which superpower would I have? I'd have the superpower of manifestation. Like, like if I was like, like right now I was hungry and I'd open my hand, whoop, I want an apple. Oh, bam, I'd have an apple in my hand. I'd have the power of manifestation.
Oh well, that's a really good one. I've heard that one before. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would come in handy, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Manifestation. I could just, with my hand, manifest.
Instantly pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Sorry. Okay.
Like Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. They had the power of manifestation. They could go do 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 do, bam.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. If you were stranded on a desert island, I'm sure it wouldn't bother you that much because you like the beach.
Yeah.
But if you were stranded there, obviously there's no other civilization. So you were stranded on a desert island. What one item would you like to have with you?
what one item would I like to have with me?
Yeah.
So do I already have fresh water and everything? Because I was going to say water, fresh water, drinking water.
I'm hoping you do, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What item would I like to have with me? It would be nice to have some music.
Yeah.
Nice to have some music. In my, you know what's tacky? The thought that I had is so tacky, Frank. I thought my phone. That's so tacky. That's so tacky. But the first thought I said was clean drinking water, so at least I know I haven't lost it completely. Music would be nice. I like to write, so a pencil and a tablet would be nice. I like to write poetry. I like to write different ideas. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, music. Music would be nice.
Music would be the main one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that dreams have meanings?
Yes, I do. Yeah, they do. Sometimes, you know how you know, gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing how dreams, there'll be someone random in your dream, a famous person or someone you haven't seen in a long time, and they just pop into a dream, and you don't quite understand what it means, but it has some kind of meaning. But then sometimes, you know how you have dreams, Frank, and you can clearly like you feel like it's really like a message, or you feel like it's an insight or something, and you're like, or you have dreams where you're going through something stressful, so you have like stressful dreams, and I definitely think they do. I'm not saying that I completely understand how it all works. I used to have a dream book that would analyze dreams, like the symbolism of dreams, to help you. They had done, I guess, a lot of research on trying to understand the symbolism in dreams, and some of it did seem to make sense to me. But it also, I think there's that mystery factor in that, where I don't think any human being, at least I haven't met one yet, that can really pin it down completely and say this is exactly what they mean, exactly what dreams are. I think the universe and our subconscious, and our beings are just far more mysterious than to be able to say exactly what anything completely is. But yeah, I think they do have meaning for sure.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that is the 20 questions, Galyn.
Those are great. Those are great questions. I love that. Those are fun. Those are fun. Those are great questions, Frank. I enjoy this. I had no idea what to expect, and I really enjoy. I hope people enjoy some of the answers, and that was a lot of fun, Frank. A lot of fun.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you so much for joining me, Galyn. It's been a pleasure.
Definitely, and we will talk soon. And hello from Los Angeles, and aloha from Hawaii.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, that's a double hello there for you all. Yeah. And we'll have to say a double goodbye now. What's goodbye in Hawaiian?
We usually say aloha. Aloha.
Mm-hmm. Aloha.
Mm-hmm. Aloha. Aloha nui loa, and wish you well. Mm-hmm. And from Los Angeles, what do we say? We say, hey, see you next time, or catch on the catch on the cutback, or something like that. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it on that note, and thank you very much, guys, for listening. Until next time, take care.